No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A first NFL carry for the rookie from Georgia, Nick Chubb. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Dead. Slam.
And off comes to Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Schobert not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big run that time by Bell. 42 yards. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Bell. A nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles.
And pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
A toss play to Chubb. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to make it 4th down. This Pittsburgh defense always keeping the offensive line on their toes, or I guess on their heels and back.
They are certainly about pressure, aren't they? At 56 sacks as a unit in 2017, which led the NFL. They certainly live up to their nickname, which is Blitzburg.
Now Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rudolph now to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkward. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Rudolph. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The give is to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
On third down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be third down. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life for these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They will snap it to Rudolph. And that is going to be incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good move by Duke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Mayfield to throw it. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the first pick in last year's draft, Baker Mayfield, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield, and look out, NFL defenses.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Steelers making their way out is sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony, but boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball, different guys want attention, and then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
2nd down, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Room to run past midfield. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Green 39.
Check nickel.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Mike 4-2. Check tight end. Check tight.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 41 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Check 26. Check 26.
Hot
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rudolph throwing on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And there he goes again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. 65, 65, 65. Shift.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Landry, the intended target. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Now a first down carry by Bell. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Lucky
that.
56.
Super toe.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Rudolph on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Rudolph looking to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Rudolph. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here's Bell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Check pass, check pass. Watch the safety creep.
Over, 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 over.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear.
That is one positive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 this season. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 49 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
I'm here all day.
Over!
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Mayfield to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Throw that set, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Rudolph now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They will snap it to Rudolph. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell. Time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on third down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Eight.
Ben to throw again. Open man is Switzer, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. First carry for James Conner. Oh, bowls right over him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, able to spin free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's it, baby.
Detroit! Detroit!
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Over!
Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go.
Gun!
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And again, it's Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
4 down, 4 down. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Watch the slack, watch the slack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Oh, here we go.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Black 20.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. Out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.